Good evening, everybody. This is Michael. I'm Greg. We're back, and we got something in store for you, and he's going to tell you about it because that's what we're doing. So I went down the deep dark hole of Temu death scrolling. I decided to see if $10 emulator devices are worth a crap. So I ordered a lot. And then
a lot.
Like 90.
I think 7, and they were all $10 or less. There is one exception. We'll get into that one later. But so what we're going to do is do a little series of let's see what's even on these, or if they're even worth the $10.
All right. So Temu emulators, number 1. And I hope I remember which number we're on from video to video.
I'm just going to say a random number each time.
Number R.
And I did check this one out because I wanted to make sure I had a few answers beforehand. Here is the CHX 40p Retro Pro.
It looks like a cologne box, like from Dillard's.
On the back it says NES Super Games.
Well, that's a nice box, though. I like the color. Isn't that a nice? Look at that. Look how that pops.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's a family pocket entertainment system.
It smells like Family Pocket from Macy's.
So I believe this one was actually...
Am I supposed to open it yet?
Yeah, right. Open it. I believe this one was $7.95.
Oh, look at that. Ooh. Oh,
and it claims, I think, 301 games. So is what it claims.
Look how form-fitting it is. I mean, there is no room. You're not even going to put a sticker in between the box and the thing.
Go ahead and try to get it out of the box.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, they should have had a little hole in the back to just...
Yeah. Yep, getting it out of the box.
It's like their answer to Playdate. Okay. All right. So, here's the packaging. First of all, of course, we got the little Empire Retro Handheld, is what they called it.
I did pick the gold color. I could have picked the red one that's on the manual. And sorry, it's 348 in one, not 301.
So, manual 348, Super Games, has TV output. Thank you for buying our Family Pocket. I've seen about 19 different names for it in here.
Yeah.
Powered by 3 AAA.
Let me go ahead and show you the powered by 3 AAA batteries. So you just pop the back off. It's got a lithium battery
that covers the batteries.
That's been hacked into where the AAA batteries will go.
That's interesting.
I mean, it is rechargeable now, but they literally just. I mean, maybe you could use both power sources. But
let me see. Different types of batteries are not to be mixed. I don't know, but I mean, I guess, you know, if you want a rechargeable battery and you're not going to use the other slots, then why not?
So I'm assuming you got your A, B, and then turbo A and B, because it says BBAA is what they're supposed to be.
They got their own mechanism.
There's a reset button, volume rocker, and a power switch.
Can you hear it jamming?
So, out of the box, I will tell you
it is big. Like, it's not big in terms of like, you know, you like put your cell phone up to it, like, you know, but it looks
hefty.
like an unnecessarily big Game Boy Micro. You know?
Yeah, it does have a headphone jack, and it's got 2 speaker grills, but there's only one speaker in here, so sound only actually comes from one side.
Well, you know, you gotta look.
It's got spots for trigger buttons, but since it's NES games, these actually don't move. Like, they don't do it; they're just there.
They're just
you know.
I don't know if I've seen a console with fake buttons on it before.
It's like extra money went into the
Wow.
button.
Are you sure they don't do anything?
Yeah, I mean, feel them. There's no way those things do anything. And if there is, there's no games on here that use triggers.
Oh, there. It
Yeah,
is. It moves slightly.
Yeah, but I don't.
All right, so wait, look at this. They're poking out the little eye holes. Little happy face in the middle. That doesn't just make your day.
It does have TV out.
Yes, some old school TV
Old school,
out.
so you have to have,
Yeah, if you got those still.
little composite cables, RCA cables, whatever you want to call them. They do work. Sadly, they don't work with our streaming capture thing.
Yeah.
So I tried multiple ways and I couldn't get it to work. So we'll have to show some off camera, some
B-roll.
But here, I'll let you.
And a tiny charge cable for the...
I'll let you scroll and look at some of the game names we got on there.
Alright, so... Family Pocket, 348 Super Game. You can see, it says push start, 2 dragons on the side.
I mean, it feels like
extremely hollow.
Yeah, it feels like an old Nintendo controller with a screen in the
I
middle.
wonder if you can store things inside it.
I mean, you can store 2 different types of batteries.
Yeah. It is a battery holder. Anyway, there's a feature. You got games like Desert, X-Plan, Contra 7, Sheer, it's not Ninja, it's Ninja 3, F-22, Overload, Dodie Cat, Elf Legend.
So it's really weird. So
yeah.
A lot of these are ROM hacks with random real ones mixed in the middle. For instance, you just launched Ice Climber. That's Ice Climber.
Can't talk about that one.
Then it's got
How do you get back to the menu?
the reset button on the side. Tap that.
See that's a button?
Yeah. It's
So look at this thing. That is a button right there. Yes, you can see it, but if you look at it, it is completely flush.
and it's just like weird shaped piece of
Yeah,
plastic.
it looks
It's
like
an
a
H.
capital I or H. And you got to really just get down in there. Oh my goodness.
You should just for your own sake take a look at
Fruit gift.
I mean, I have no clue what that is, but
It's a
yeah, there's some really weird. I'm guessing these were stolen homebrew games.
It's a caveman. It had a caveman on the front, but it looks like some kind of slot machine. It's literally not doing anything. There we go.
Yeah,
It's
there's a
yeah. Don't have a clue. We're gonna push the capital I.
couple of them. I know that a jackal was another one that was the actual thing. I'll show you one that just made me laugh because there's here's Advent Murio.
Murio. And it's M-U-R. Yep. Wow. So it is. It's Adventure Island.
It's Adventure Island with Mario.
Luigi.
So there's ROM hacks on there.
Yeah.
And once you start scrolling through the 348 games, there's lots of duplicates, and even sometimes some games are on there 3 times.
Wow.
For what it is, the controls don't feel terrible.
They don't. The buttons are a little small. They're responsive. I just don't like I don't like the feel of them. But they're very responsive, actually, surprisingly so.
And the screen doesn't look terrible either.
No, the screen really doesn't. Directional pad, a little small, and it honestly the buttons have some more give than the directional pad. Select and start are just exactly like you would picture them on some other kind of device controller that looks just like this in terms of style. I'm just trying those fancy trigger buttons.
I mean, there's no
Do
point
nothing.
for them though, because there's
know.
no games that would do it.
I know, that's so mind-boggling.
Maybe there's a $20 version that has
But see,
Super
they're even-
Nintendo games.
And it even looks like there's supposed to be a button there that they just decided to not uncover.
Yeah.
Or not a button, but like a port maybe. And Yeah, buttons are timely and like I said, have some good press on them, but they're just a little bit small, especially for a device. If you're going to make it that big, go ahead and
Yeah, there's
give
plenty
a
of
little,
space for the buttons to be bigger,
a little
for sure.
bit of button. When the selected start are wider than the face buttons, you know. They did go ahead for you and put some rubber feet on the bottom here. I'm not sure why. I guess if you're
I don't know. Yeah,
playing
because
here,
you can't hook up an external controller even if it's hooked up to the TV.
yeah.
When you do hook it up to a TV, the screen goes blank, and it's just on the TV for video out.
Yeah, it's weird. It just it kind of reminds me of some kind of like 80s handheld game because it even has the open battery with the ridges and it just has that kind of feel to it, you know, flat hollow plastic.
But I would say, like, let me see. So out of
Truthfully, it doesn't feel bad in your hands. I
no,
mean,
but out of the 348 games, you probably have.
two that are useful.
Yeah, I mean, on this one, you probably have maybe 20 that are actual games that aren't ROM hacks or like it's got Spider-Man 1 and 2. Those I don't even know what those are from. It's Spider-Man, but it is not any Spider-Man game I've ever seen. But even that, you end up with a bunch of repeats. Like I've already seen Escapeway
Yeah.
on here, I think 3 times.
I mean,
when you
that's
scroll
kind
through.
of typical on some of these.
So I mean,
And how much did you spend on it?
this I think was $750.
Honestly,
That's the thing. That's the other thing to think about. Is
Yeah.
$750, and I'm assuming if a lot of these names are correct, which most of the names I think that I recognize of some of these games have been the actual games. I'm gonna say there's probably between 20 and 30. I mean, it could even go as high as maybe 40 actual games.
yeah.
So for 750, the TV out does work. You haven't seen that yet, but it does. The TV out does work. Oh, what is your impression of the
I mean,
CHX Retro Pro?
if we're weighing the whole thing, you know, including price and all, I would unpack it. Less than $10, you know. I mean, if you want something you can take with you, and there's a chance you're going to drop it in a vat of lava or something, that's the one to do it with, you know. I mean, but besides that,
I mean, at this point, this is like half the cost of a movie ticket.
right.
So
You know.
if you can get like 45 minutes of enjoyment out of it, you've got probably your money's worth. Which
And I've seen worse in terms of the display, definitely the controls, button lag, and honestly, that handled everything. I didn't feel any lag at all playing. It's just a big weird hollow machine with a bunch of strange games on it. But you know,
yeah, I mean,
let's put it this way. I think it's better than what I initially thought. You know, seeing it, you're like, I don't know. It was actually a pleasant surprise a little bit.
I was honestly even surprised it turned on.
Yeah.
And then when I opened the battery compartment, I was like, oh, I got to put AAA batteries in it. And then I pop open this, and I'm like, wait, they have a old
Yeah.
cell phone lithium battery in there,
You know,
too.
so as long as it doesn't explode while you're playing
I mean,
Adventure Mario, you know,
that might be my new favorite game. I don't know.
you know, hey, why not? You know, just like I said, if it's even for like a camping trip, with a kid or something, here you go, man, enjoy. So
If it gets broken, it gets broken.
yeah, could be worse. I've seen worse. Definitely could be worse. The CHX-40P Retro Pro, also known as the Family Pocket Empire Retro Handheld. Man, they're just going to cover everything. Like, you can't get us on infringement because we have 17 different names for it.
Yeah, good luck tracking it down.
For our first one in the series, sure, let's do it. I'm all for it.
I agree. I would.
Now, we may have to compare some of these at the end.
Yeah, we're definitely going to compare some and decide. Maybe do a little bracket or something. Say,
Yeah.
and start kicking them out. But as of right now,
It's, I mean, it looks
it's a decent device.
just like a old school NES controller, just bigger and with a screen and with crappier buttons.
Like,
So far.
subscribe, let us know if anyone else has bought this junk.
And I just turned it on, put it in the box.
Yeah, I might just
That was
trash the
weird.
box. I don't even think that thing needs a box.
Not
Like,
this
you
one.
You could
Thanks, guys.